Hey loves, my name is TR and I'm a mixed media artist and instructor. And I've decided to stick my big toe into the waters of vlogging, to the world, shall I say, of vlogging. For those of you that don't know what a vlog is or vlogging, it's a video log, sort of like a blog, but I incorporate video. I thought I would just come and share a bit of myself with you each week. It's just a fun way for us to get to know one another or you to learn more about me. So I've decided that each week my vlog would be art, sweet tea, and me. I know you want a bit of me. Anyway, I chose sweet tea. For those of you that know what tea means, it's usually like gossip or something, you're talking about people's business news, whatever. And it's usually not good news. You're gossiping, you're spreading stuff. Something a little negative most of the time. It's not to me, I never think of tea as positive. So I decided to call it sweet tea because I want to inject some positivity, some love, some happiness into your life. And I want to be able to share my art with you as well. And so through this series, I will share art and a bit of me living as an artist and running my business or just creating art or living art or whatever it is that surrounds art, whether it's my making art, my business as an artist, me seeing art, my inspiration, just all different aspects of art and what that means to me and how I incorporate it in my life and how I live it and how I experience it and how I see it. And then the bit of me is just me. The people, for you that know me online, you know that I share a bit of myself, whether it be travels, wonderful meals. I like trying lots of healthy restaurants and different things like that. And I love talking about my experience with the family and friends, my hubby. So you'll get a little taste of those things. But most of all, I will talk about art and I will be sprinkling in that happiness, that positive energy, gratitude. I want to share things with you that I hope will brighten your day, brighten your life, give you something to think about, give you something to look forward to, give you a little something to help you smile. All right. So I'm going to keep them short and sweet. I want to keep them short and sweet. So whatever I'm talking about, I hope to make it a quick conversation. So anyway, this is my first one. Yay! So what I'm going to tell you today, because I'm going to incorporate people, the people that I know online and in my life, and when they ask me questions, I'll answer some of those questions or elaborate on some of the things that people are mentioning or that come up during the previous week. So this one's really interesting to me. One of my million, because I want to touch the hearts of a million people, Bonnie said to me that she would follow my vlog, that she finds me inspiring and she likes my energy and things like that, and I love that. And she said she wanted to learn more about my process because my art for her looks planned, but I'm always saying just go with it. So I wanted to talk about that just a little bit. So I teach art and I make art all the time throughout the day. And so I'm going to say there are days, if I'm sitting and I'm just doing art in my art journal, then I might not be planning it. I might sit down and I'm just going to go with it. But there's a little bit of planning, I think, in all art, meaning you've got to sit down, you've got to think about the mediums that you're going to use, how you're going to start, whether it's the paper, whether it's the color, maybe it's a shape. There's some thought to me that is part of the planning. The thing is, sometimes I sit down and all I know is the colors. I know I'm going to grab this particular journal and I'm going to do these colors. And then when I sit there, then, your thought process begins. So you might decide I'm going to do a face today. I'm going to do flowers today. I'm going to do a butterfly today. Whatever it is, there's some kind of thought process that comes in and you start the planning of your page. Now, where I don't plan, and of course, I need to back up. As an instructor, there is always a lesson in my head. I am not that instructor that actually does the lesson ahead of time. I come up with the idea for the lesson and I teach you. And the thing about it that's cool is I will make mistakes. Most of the time, I will leave that in the video. You get to watch that. You get to see that happen and me correct it, and I'll talk about it. I think that's a great part of learning. So I am not pre-planning in that way. But there's always some planning. So there's some idea of what I want to put on the page. However, it doesn't always work that way. Sometimes I mess that up completely and I have to start all over. But since I love acrylics and inks, I'm able to just usually paint over it, change it, erase it, do something fun with it. And in that process, I learn things. Those mistakes become happy mistakes. I learn new techniques. I learn how things blend. There's just so much love and joy in the mistake. Sometimes those are my prettiest pieces of art. So no, I don't always plan every single detail. Yes, sometimes I have an idea, and I actually do have a really awesome way that I have a fresh start and a plan for a page. And I'll share that with you someday. I've got some awesome stuff coming up. So I'll share this really cool technique, this really cool idea that I have for jump starting your art journal pages. All right, so you're going to have to stay tuned. I'm working on it, but you're going to love it. All right, so anyway, that's just a little bit about me and planning. I do plan a little bit. Most of the time I don't, but I do have this one thing, again, that I do that will help anyone jumpstart their art journal pages. All right, that's it for this week. I look forward to seeing you next week. We'll have another fun subject. I'll talk art. I might talk a little sweet tea, and I'll talk a little bit of me. All right, so I want to leave you with this thought. This day, this week, this life is yours. You make it what you want to make it. You have the power. Go forth, be creative, have fun, be positive, enjoy the day. Make it beautiful, make it great. All right, see you next time. Have an amazing day. Bye.